Step into the office. Let's go get this money today. No pleasantries, right into it. Let's go. Good morning on this beautiful rainy day in St. Louis, Missouri. Pedro Doordash, Santiago back at you. Today we're going to be doing a voiceover. See that surge you just saw? Crazy surges even when it rains. Now, first thing I want to talk about is I got a late start to my dashing today. You're going to see I'm going to be driving in a really nice area. I had a phone call from a friend and they needed some help with the car. They needed a jump start and we had to go to the store to get a battery. One of the many reasons I love doing this kind of gig work is we work when we want. Things pop up with friends, family, a special event. You just don't feel well. Whatever it is. Or you feel great and you don't want to work. You just don't work. And you go do what you want and you make money when you want. So as much as some of us complain, including myself, depending on your market, this could be a great way to flex your freedom and flexibility as I drive through this beautiful part of Ladue. It just can. So I just wanted to share that quick message with you guys because when I get a call from a friend or family and they need something, I say yes all the time. Because I just either stop dashing or I don't begin to dash or I don't begin to UberEats and I go help somebody that needs my help. And if you got a W-2, you can't always do that. Big reason why I like doing this. So now that we've taken care of the important things in life, let's stay out in this ritzy neighborhood and see what kind of offers we get. Well, the first one was a pretty good order, 12 bucks, a little bit of miles, but I took it. As you're going to see in this video today, I had some really good orders, and then we had one miserable human being order that we did. Be on the lookout for that later. But at the end of the day, I like doing these bigger orders that actually pay maybe a little bit more, even if it's a little more miles. If they're highway miles, I'll be all over that. So this was a real cool little cafe kind of joint. Dropped it off at a school, and as you're going to see in a moment, I had to call them. Don't select leave at door if you're at a high school, please. But it was all good. As you see here, we're on a stack. I think it was like 12 or 12.50. 1 or 2 miles. Really good order. So I took that right away. Walking to this Firehouse Subs. Usually it's some weight here, but this time it was actually pretty good. Not much weight. Put it right in the hot bag. It right back into the office. And then off to Qdoba. Once again, no weight there. Got super lucky. But the roller coaster rides that we have to riding the waves. You know, the highs, the lows. You're always going to have good pickups, bad pickups, long waits. Keep watching, you'll see what I mean. At the end of the day, try to stay even keel when you're doing these deliveries because you got to understand the highs and the lows is just part of what we do. Now, this order I didn't take. I'm just showing y'all. Yeah, we're trying to see if customers tip afterwards, but you'll see one coming up shortly. I didn't take that one. I mean, $3. Come on now. This little awesome building. I had to wait for her to come out, and she came, and it was all good. And as you see here, we got a little action, 12.50. Then we popped up, did this stack real quick. That was super easy, and we're on our way to making some decent money today. Right about here is where I accepted a Chipotle order, 10 bucks, 4 miles, and I'm turning right on Grand, got all these students right here, and then bam, I get to Chipotle. You never know what Chipotle, it's where DoorDash drivers and gig economy drivers go to Dallas. The wait sometimes at Chipotle can be, just absolutely absurd. But I was trying to keep the vibes high, and I was on a stack. It was paying me 14 bucks total because they added a $4 going like a mile. So I took it, no big deal. But I thought about canceling this order because it was taking a while, and a few people that had been there for a minute. But I went ahead and just kept it. As you see here, this is a picture of a bag I sent somebody. So if you want a pizza bag, drop me a comment. And I'm communicating with the customer. I'm just waiting. I'm being patient. I'm trying to keep my vibes extremely high. But as you know, with the gig economy, it can be a little rough out here. And then I was there on an Uber, and they send me another Chipotle on DoorDash. Usually I would have taken it, but no, I can't take that one. Look what Brian just sent us. Let's read it together while we take this intermission. He's the second order on a stack. This is a no-tip customer. I'm taking it. I was going to show you guys the pleasantries at the end, but let's just talk about it now since he's texting us. I actually waited for that Chipotle because it is what it is. I'm a clown today. Hello, I have a pending order with Solar Euro. It says you are on your way, but GPS does not indicate any movement. Just making sure you are still delivering my order. We're going to see this all the way through and see if he tips us. Oh, Brian. I'll show you all in real time. So we're on our way. Brian just texted us back and said, yeah, I told him his order was part of a double order, and I was waiting on the first one, and I'm on my way to pick up your food now. He goes, yes, the time's been getting pushed back. I said, next time, just so you know, you could actually select priority delivery and you might get your order quicker. He goes, thanks, I didn't know that's how it worked. Appreciate it. So let's see if Brian gives us a tip. I'm not going to hold my breath. But I took this order because I'm going to continue to take one a day to see if customers can be kind after delivery. I'm trying to prove a point here. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm wrong. So basically at this point I'm walking into this this.Or picking up Brian's order. That showed me $4 and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? Like, why am I doing this? Is it for science? Is it for me?
An order for Brian? Yeah.
I don't know. I start regretting it a little bit. The distance wasn't the issue. The miles to money is not the issue. It's the fact that it's raining and I'm slumping these apps for somebody that backs tips out. As you see here, that first one, that Chipotle, finally got it to some girl. She worked at a bar, brought it in there to her. She was super appreciative, super nice. She wound up tipping really, really well and handed me a couple bucks in cash. But as I start driving towards this guy's place, I'm thinking, what am I doing? I'm being a clown. I'm costing myself money, what, to prove a point? Not really worth it. Let somebody else deliver to these type of human beings. And here's where I just start getting a little fuming. I'm like, I gotta go up. What's going on here? I'm sure this guy didn't give me a code. I already know it. The writing's on the wall with these types of customers. Then I get this order, ooh, banger, accepted that. And I'm at the call box, waiting for this guy to open the door. We should never do these types of deliveries. And I'm showing you this in real time here because I want you to learn from my mistakes. I don't care what anybody tells you. We should not be enabling and taking these lowball orders. But you know what? I'm going to keep doing one or two just because I want to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some good human beings out there. Maybe there are some cash tip people. I doubt it. I doubt it. But at the end of the day, I got to test it out just for my own mental state, just for my own well-being. I got to walk down these halls, drop off this food to a clown human being right now, and then take a picture. I just have to. And then as I step outside, catch the flag, catch a little Busch Stadium action, I say, you know what? I'm done with that. Let's get the vibes back. Let's get back to dealing with good human beings, good customers, good paying customers, and stop acting like this and looking like this and shaking my head as I walk back to the car. Let's get back to the vibes. Let's get back to making money. Let's go. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what the apps tell you, whatever another gig content creator tells you, myself included, do what works for you. Make your money, but deal with good human beings. Like right now, I'm on a $12. $12, like not even a mile. It's like 0.8 miles. These are the orders we should be taking if you can. Not the trash cans, man. You gotta take the good paying orders. It's better for your mental state. It's better for your car. It's better for your pocketbooks. It just overall is. Cool. Look at this rain. I mean, if you gotta back a tip out in the rain, you suck. Look at that guy. That guy's a G. Doing deliveries in the rain on a bike. You think he's taking no tip deliveries? I hope he's not. But at the end of the day, do what you like. But I'm just here to tell you, I'd rather do a $15.50 going a few miles than doing a $4 order going a mile. You should never do it. It just doesn't make any logical sense. So go ahead and drop a comment now that I've rambled enough on this voiceover with you guys, showing you my city. We're got ready to go pick up this 1550 Sugar Fire. It's in Washington Ave, cool spot. Drop a comment down below how you think that order is going to wind up working out for your boy, for us. Is he going to tip? Did he tip? Is he going to take the tip away? Was there even a tip on there already? Tip baiting. Do customers really do it? Never been a part of it. What do you think this guy did? What do you think he did because he had to wait? What do you think happened? enough about that. Anybody want any barbecue sauce? How about put your trash here? Is that Oscar the Grouch? Let's put the Doordash bag in there. Why not? We see a lot of trash orders. And then here we go. I love to show you all the arch. I love it. I love it. I love it. Have you guys been to St. Louis? Drop a comment down below. Let's see what we get. I'm also about to drive by Anheuser-Busch. On this order, we're getting ready to go to that 1550. It was a little bit of miles, like I said, but we made good money. And if you're on the highway, y'all know I do not mind the highway miles. But AB, Anheuser-Busch, is going to be to our left here. If you're ever in St. Louis, I highly recommend taking a brewery tour. Super good times is absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. You can actually get 2 free beers at the end. Yeah, check it out. And this park here is where we play disc golf in St. Louis, Wilmore Park. Super cool park. Anybody know about disc golf? Drop a comment down below. Let's do this drop off, and then look what we get. $12.75. Have your red card, y'all. Now, I'm about to have a little fun time or try to shop this Target order, but if you don't have a red card or if you don't know about it, get one, activate it. It's a game changer in times when after lunch is, slows down. You get some of these good shopping pays, 12, 13, 14, 15 bucks, going 2, 3, 4, 5 miles. Maybe it takes you 30 minutes, but you make a good amount of money, and now I'm dancing because I'm happy, in a short amount of time during the non-peak hours. And once again, I got a cart that's a little jackety, but it's all good. Everybody orders these cases of water. Only one on this trip. Not a problem. But the issue was these dang chips. I could not find these pretzel crisps. And I want you guys just to enjoy me walking around, trying to find them, asking 2 different people for help. Got the one wrong answer, one right answer. Don't be afraid to ask for help. But man, these shopping pays can be good, but man, a lot of these places are out of these items, or they're at end caps, they're here, they're there, they're all over the place. Can anybody relate to my clown activities while I shop? I mean, it is what it is, but there was a fantastic outcome. Those are the chips I'm looking for. At the end of this video, at the end of this order, I had a really good outcome. So make sure you're being communicative with your customers. Make sure you're checking places, doing due diligence, asking questions, because this was only 6 items, guys. But these chips,
Blue and the green, yeah. I saw them in the big sizes, but not the small
here,
ones.
You were like the small bag.
Yeah.
It says here they're in check lane 7.
Okay.
So I checked the check lane.
Thanks.
so thank God I was able to find these guys. But man, these little chips, I needed a helping hand. I needed a woosah. I kept looking and looking for these dang chips. Those are not the right size. Those are small, too small. I needed the medium size. Anyways, I had to ask for help. I had to go all the way to the front, all the way to the back. It is what it is. And then finally, somebody's like, oh, we just don't have them. And she got this girl's help. We don't have them. I'm sorry. No. We got the blue ones. I found the blue ones. Or no, I found the green ones. Couldn't find the blue ones. I was playing games today, but it's all good. Then I had to go up front, try to find this canned soda. She wanted 1 can of bubbly, or he did. Couldn't find that either. Had to go back to the back. Did a replacement for the guy. I'm communicating with the dude, and he was super responsive, which is extremely helpful. But man, I did some steps. So basically, I did a clown drop off on UberEats. Then I'm making a clown fool of myself trying to get this guy his food. All part of the gig life. I know y'all can relate. I hope you're having a laugh at my expense. At the end of the day, I'll show you what happens. I give you tips, I give you tricks, but ultimately it's just relatable stuff. And I hope you guys can laugh at my expense like I just said, but you know, it's all good. Let's go ahead and let's pay for these bad boys. Drop this off, and I'm gonna wrap up what happened and why you might have been watching this video from the beginning. There was a nice young lady checking me out. Extra $5 tip, as you see here. That was fantastic. And then let's end this video and show you guys exactly what happened. Extra $5. Be communicative with customers. That took a while. It did. But be communicative, do the right thing. Sometimes it'll pay off. $5 in the app. $5 in cash. That was not needed by his part, but some customers get it. He sees it's raining. He sees them, communicating with them, having some issues. Super appreciative. Some customers get it. Those are the customers I like to do business with. Now, this is a great segue, because let's go over what happened on Uber with the last delivery for the guy that appeared to not have a tip on there. Let's break down that earnings. I'm going to talk about it and show you exactly what happened with that. So let's talk about it. I got a good order coming up. But anyways, we're going to end the video here, but I want to show you guys what happened on Uber. So, Earlier, you might have seen I had to wait at Chipotle. You know, it was a $10 order. Going 4 miles, I took it. Right after they stacked it, $4 and like 30 something cents for 1 point something miles. I said, there's no tip on that. I know it because I'm in the middle of some surges. I just knew it. So I took it anyway because I'm testing these things out. I was like, let me be that one. $4 a mile, why not? Had to wait on Chipotle. Was there for a while, but I kept it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna see it the way through. And it wound up working out for me because, as you see here, I'm gonna show you exactly the breakdown of that order and show you what happened. So, first thing, it went from 14 to 2073. See how it says 1486? It went up to 2073. This is why they hide tips. They hid some money in a surge. Because the surge on this is $9.66 for both combined. Crazy surge. It happens when it rains in my market. Now, the base pay was $342. Now, look at this here. The estimate for this trip was $14.86, including an upfront tip. That's the Chipotle order. But the customer reduced the tip after delivery. Reduce the tip after delivery? That makes no sense. Did the Chipotle customer do that because they had to wait? Possible. Did the guy actually tip like $1 on that $4 one from $4 when I had to go up 5 floors? Tell him, you know, he was asking me about, as you saw earlier, why is it taking so long? I told him, I got another order. You know, next time if you want to use priority, you'll get it a lot quicker. He said, thank you. He probably took his $1 away. Who knows? What do y'all think? That's never happened to me before on UberEats. Or is Uber lying? I have no idea. But listen, it went up $6. Not complaining. But customers that don't tip or tip low on the app will back tips out, and or they're not going to tip you once they get their food. They're not going to tip you once they get their food. The guy paid, I'll show you right here. Look. Customer 1, $7.65 in tips or whatever. That's a Chipotle. See how it says customer 2? Delivery charge, $4.99, no tip. That's a miserable human being in the rain, 5 flights of stairs. He had to wait. I get it. Next time, go get it. You're only a mile away. See you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video.